everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Talk with Okemwa. Depending on your time zone, wherever you're watching me from, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Today I'll be talking on a topic. This is not even a topic. I'm coming with a very great information. It's a very good news starting from this month of August. The United Arab Emirates approved 70 countries for visa on arrival. In this month of August, the United Arab Emirates or UAE have approved 70 countries for visa on arrival. And among these 70 countries, if you are among these 70 countries that are listed below, you don't need to go and apply for visa before you travel to United Arab Emirates. It is visa on arrival. What do you understand by visa on arrival? You don't need to go to the embassy of United Arab Emirates in your country of residence to go and apply for their visa before you are eligible to visit the country. No. Now, it's a visa on arrival. It simply means that all you need to do is to buy your flight ticket. When you buy your flight ticket, you are good to go. After you must buy a flight ticket, you are good to go. That's all. So you can see it's a very good news. Now you don't need to go and apply for visa from the embassy. You don't need to bring this document, bring this, bring that. So many documents that are required to go and bring when you are applying for visa. This time you don't need those things. The process is very easy. What is the process? Go and buy your flight ticket, pack your bag, get your luggages ready, then you are good to go. So listen, if you are from these 70 countries, or you are a citizen of these 70 countries, or you are from the regions of these countries that are listed among the 70 countries that the United Arab Emirates have granted visa on arrival, you do not need to go and apply for any visa before you travel to United Arab Emirates or UAE. All you need to do when you land in Abu Dhabi, that is the capital of United Arab Emirates, when you land in Abu Dhabi, all you need to do is to simply go to their immigration office. When you go there, you give them your passport, then you receive your visa. You are good to go. They will give you visa and stamp you arrived. You are good to go. That's all. Now I am going to mention the countries that are approved by the United Arab Emirates or UAE for visa on arrival. I will start from number 1, calling the countries that have been approved for visa on arrival. People who are traveling to UAE, the countries that the UAE have approved, there are 70 countries that the UAE government have approved to come into their country by visa on arrival. So I will start from number 1 to call the list of the countries. So if you are from these countries that are listed below, you don't need to go and apply for any visa. Hear me once again. If you are among these countries, there are 70 countries that the United Arab Emirates government have approved for visa on arrival. If you are from these countries, you don't need any visa. All you need to do is buy your flight ticket, then you are good to go. You can see it's a very great news. So now I am going to call out the countries that the United Arab Emirates government have approved for visa on arrival to their country, inside their country. So now I am going to call the list of the countries. So pay attention very attentively so that you can hear if your country of residence is among. So if it's among, get ready, because this COVID-19 have stopped people from traveling here and there. Now United Arab Emirates have make it open for almost 70 countries to come into their country on a visa on arrival. Now, not wasting your time, I'm gonna call out the countries that the United Arab Emirates have approved to come into their country by visa on arrival. Now, number one, listen to me. If you are from this country, go and buy your ticket, pack your luggages, and go for tour at the United Arab Emirates. Now, number one, the country name is Andorra. Andorra is the number one country. People from Andorra are free to come to United Arab Emirates on visa on arrival. Number two, Argentina. Argentina people, all citizens of Argentina are allowed to come to United Arab Emirates on visa on arrival. Number three, Australia. People from Australia are also allowed to come to UAE by visa on arrival. Austria. People from Austria also, number four. They are the number four people. People from Austria are allowed to come to United Arab Emirates by visa on arrival. Number five, Bahamas. People from Bahamas are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates. Number six, Barbados. People from Barbados are also allowed to come by visa on arrival. People from Belgium, citizens of Belgium. Belgium citizens are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates on visa on arrival. People from Canada. Canada citizens are also allowed to come to UAE through visa on arrival. Chile. The citizens of Chile are also allowed for visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates or UAE. People from Colombia. If you are from Colombia, you are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates or UAE by visa on arrival. People from Costa Rica. Costa Rica is also visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates. People from Croatia. Croatia are also allowed through visa on arrival to UAE or United Arab Emirates. People from Cyprus. Cyprus is also allowed for visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates. People from Czech Republic. Czech Republic are also visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates or UAE. Denmark, Estonia. People from Denmark, Estonia are also allowed for visa on arrival. People from Finland are also visa on arrival to UAE. France. France citizens are also allowed for visa on arrival to UAE or United Arab Emirates. People from Germany. Germany citizens are also allowed on visa on arrival. People from Greece. Greece passport holders are allowed for visa on arrival on UAE. Hondurans. People from Honduras. All the whole Hondurans passport holders are eligible for visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates. Hong Kong. People of Hong Kong, all the whole Hong Kong passport holders, that is SAARC countries of China, they are also allowed into United Arab Emirates by visa on arrival. People from Hungary, all the whole passport holders of Hungary are also allowed for visa on arrival. Iceland, people from Iceland are also allowed for visa on arrival into UAE. Ireland, people from Ireland are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Italy, people from Italy are also, all the whole passport holders from Italy are also allowed for visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates. Japan, all the whole Japanese passport holders are also allowed. Japanese, that is Japan. All the whole passport holders of Japanese, that is Japan, are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. Kazakhstan, people from Kazakhstan are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. All the whole Kazakhstanian passport holders are allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. Latvia. People from Latvia, all the whole Latvia passport holders are also allowed to enter into UAE by visa on arrival. Liechtenstein. People from Liechtenstein, all the whole Liechtenstein passport holders are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. This is a very great news. Luxembourg. People from Luxembourg are also allowed visa on arrival to United Arab Emirates. Malaysia. Malaysian passport holders are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. Maldives. People from Maldives are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. Malta. People from Malta, all the whole Malta passport holders are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Mexico. People from Mexico are also allowed to UAE by visa on arrival. Monaco. All the whole Monaco passport holders are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Montenegro. All the whole Montenegro passport holders are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Nauru. All the whole Nauru passport holders are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Netherlands. All the whole Netherlands passport holders are also allowed into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. New Zealand. All the whole New Zealand passport holders are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Norway. People from Norway are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. People's Republic of China. People's Republic of China. All the whole passport holders of People's Republic of China are also allowed into UAE by visa on arrival. Peru. All Peru passport holders are allowed into UAE through visa on arrival. Poland. All the whole Poland passport holders are allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. Republic of Mauritius. All the whole Republic of Mauritius passport holders are allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. Republic of El Salvador. All the whole Republic of El Salvador passport holders are also allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. Portugal. All the whole Portugal passport holders are also allowed into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Romania. All the whole Romanian passport holders are also allowed to come into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Russian. All the whole Russian passport holders are also allowed to come into UAE or United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. All the whole passport holders of St. Vincent and the Grenadines are also allowed into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. San Marino. All the whole passport holders of San Marino are also allowed to come into United Arab Emirates stroke UAE on visa on arrival. Serbia. All the whole Serbia passport holders are also allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. This is a very great news. This is a very great news in this month of August. Seychelles. All the whole passport holders of Seychelles are also allowed to come into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Seychelles is in Africa. It's an island in Africa. This is the only African country that I have seen here right now. Singapore. All the whole passport holders of Singapore are also allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. Slovakia. All the whole Slovakia passport holders are also allowed to come to UAE through visa on arrival. Slovenia. All the Slovenian passport holders are also allowed to come into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Solomon Island. All the whole Solomon Island passport holders are also allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. South Korea. People of South Korea, all the whole passport holders of South Korea are allowed to come to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Such a great news. Spain. All the whole passport holders of Spanish, that is Spain, are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Sweden. All the whole Swedish passport holders are also allowed to come into United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Switzerland. Wow, such a very good country. I love this country, Switzerland. Very cold place. Switzerland is also, all the whole passport holders of Switzerland are also allowed to come into UAE through visa on arrival. The Vatican. All the whole Vatican passport holders are also allowed to come to UAE through visa on arrival. Ukraine. All the whole Ukrainian passport holders are also allowed to come to UAE through visa on arrival. The United Kingdom. All the whole United Kingdom passport holders are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. United States of America, that is USA. All the whole USA passport holders or all the whole United States of America passport holders are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates or UAE through visa on arrival. The last but not the least, Uruguay. All the whole Uruguayan passport holders, that is people from Uruguay, all the whole Uruguay passport holders are also allowed to come to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Through visa on arrival. Through visa on arrival. Uruguayan passport holders. Uruguayan passport holders. So these countries I have mentioned now, if you are from these countries that I have mentioned 70 countries that are allowed to come to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. This is the latest news from this month of August 2021. The government of United Arab Emirates or UAE have approved 70 countries to come to their country through visa on arrival. You don't need to go and apply for visa before you come to United Arab Emirates if you are a passport holder of these 70 countries that I have mentioned here right now. Remember, Nigeria is not included. What is happening? Almighty giant of Africa is not included. What a news. So if you are a Nigerian passport holder, don't you ever try to buy ticket that you are traveling to United Arab Emirates through visa on arrival. Nigerian passport are excluded. They are not included. Nigerian passport holders are excluded from visa on arrival. We are not among the 70 countries that the United Arab Emirates have approved for visa on arrival to their country. So these countries that I have mentioned right now, if you are from these countries, all you need to do, buy your ticket, you are good to go. Make sure you have a passport at least that you have 6 months validity. Then you are good to go. Okay. So the United Arab Emirates has approved visa on arrival for passport holders from these 70 countries. So these countries that I've mentioned here, if you are from these countries or regions listed below here, you don't need to apply for any visa to travel to United Arab Emirates. You know, so all you need to do is to buy your flight ticket and go. So this month of August, this is the latest update we have in this month of August. Thank you for watching my video. If you really like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It will enable you, notify you to know when next I upload my videos. If you have any question you want to ask, drop down your question on the comment box below. I will reply back to you. Thank you for watching my video. I love you all. See you next on my next video. Bye bye.